Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Poor Form. This is episode 24. And you are joined by, well, actually, I am joined by Zane, my wonderful co host, and I am Cameron. And
Oh
dude,
yeah,
we're
cracking
cracking
cold
beers
ones,
tonight, baby.
boys.
Look, I
Cracking
got an
cold ones.
actual cold one. Zane, I got to point out something to you, buddy. On my beer, it says, it says, hold on a second. What is it? Where is it at? Where is it at? It
Dude,
has a
we're
tagline on it. It says "Warm beer sucks" on my beer.
no way, dude. What?
I'm not fucking capping.
Well, they're wrong because this is a warm beer and it tastes great. You can taste more flavor in the warm.
If it'll focus in, warm beer sucks. It's all backwards. Warm beer sucks. And I was like,
No,
damn, isn't that the perfect comeback to last week's episode when
I just
Zane's like drinking a warm
I just
beer?
don't
You know
believe
what
it.
I'm
I
saying?
don't believe it. That's a matter of opinion.
It is a matter of opinion, and we fucking hashed it out. I think it was actually, pretty entertaining discussion. I don't really, dude. Let me be honest. It's been like a month since I've even cracked a beer.
Really?
So let's fucking go, baby.
Dude,
Yeah,
I was the YouTube video is a little late because I spent my weekend kind of being a degen, to be honest with you. I caught a feeling.
DJing.
I caught a feeling, and I was like, "Hey, it's time to go out, baby. It's time to hit the town." And I hit it hard,
Really?
dude. I hit it hard. I hit it hard. It was my buddy's
Damn.
birthday. It was my buddy's birthday.
Okay.
Gave me a great excuse. We got him hammered. We got him
Sick.
hammered, my guy. Spent way too much on shitty pizza. I'll never go back to that place. I don't wanna dox him, but like, bro, it was shit. It was like $22 for like a 9-inch. And bro,
Whoa.
it was, dude, I'm not kidding. Thin, thin crusts, thin crusts. I know a lot about pizza. Let me tell you. I worked for Papa Murphy's, and they used to do a lot of business, but it was variable, so they would often have a lot of waste. And I would
Yeah.
close Monday nights with a manager that liked me, and we felt bad about throwing away 20 pizzas. So I would take 4 home. And I would experiment on
Literally.
them, bro. I would experiment on them. I would do all sorts of different shit. I have made all sorts of different combinations. How much I do want to say, more it does not equal better on a pizza. That's the first thing you need to figure out.
Seriously. I
More
agree with
does
that.
not equal better. Five meat pizzas are not going to do it for you.
No,
Okay?
man, that's E. coli. That's shitting the bed at night.
Terrible,
That's
terrible.
it's
Meat
terrible for
sweats.
you, bro. It's
So
so
like
much grease.
I know a lot about pizza, and then I went and worked at like an artisan pizza place that they made it
Ooh,
on the wood grill or the wood stove or whatever. Learned a lot about
classic.
pizza there. Those pizzas that those guys were throwing us, they're dog shit. They're dog shit
Really?
and not worth it at all.
I just, man, everybody does pizza different. It's so like okay, the thin crust, you have to really do it a certain way. Like mod pizza. I like mod pizza. It's pretty basic.
I
It's
need to
like,
go check it out.
you build your own or whatever. Like you just tell them whatever toppings and they throw it in the oven for you on like a little like 9 inch, right? But it's in the fucking the furnace, baby, and I don't know, their ingredients feel kind of fresh. I don't know. It is pricey though. It ain't no
Well,
$22, baby.
what I like is a pizza that has crust that's thick enough. Like, cause the thing with pizza is the crust is directly correlated with how many pieces you can eat. Like the crust of the pizza is a lot of the pizza. So if you
Yeah,
got some thin crust shit, you can polish the whole thing off easy. And my problem is I like a crust that's thick enough for me to get the outside nice and brown, but the inside doughy. The inside a little bit on the not on the
yeah. You don't
raw
want it
side.
stiff.
Yeah,
It can't
not
be stiff.
no, 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 not on the raw side, but something that's a little more, you can taste a little bit of the dough, the doughy
Yeah,
part of
I
it.
hear you.
So with a thin crust pizza, I do prefer a thin crust pizza because I like it to be kind of muted. I don't like to get super stuffed when I eat pizza.
Yeah, I hear you.
But if I
No deep
can't,
dish.
I mean, if it's a damn near a piece of pita, it's just not good.
Yeah,
And I was
well,
disappointed.
I've been experimenting recently. Like I told you, I was making a cauliflower crust. Shit was fire because now it's seasoned with like Italian seasoning, obviously a little bit, just so it has some type of flavor. It's not just a fucking literally like water flavored crust or whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's really good because it's light. It's light, so more emphasis on like the kind of cheese or the pepperoni you use. And recently, I've been throwing deli slices of pepperoni on that bitch,
Okay,
big
okay,
fat motherfuckers.
okay.
And that's the way to go, baby. That's the way to go. And just a fucking straight cheese and pep. Oh my god, you can't go wrong, man.
Um,
Oh, I love pizza.
I do want to talk about something that I kind of learned about myself, which is it's a phenomenon, and I hope
Ooh,
that
okay,
somebody knows or somebody has an inkling of what this may mean, because it's been kind of tripping me out, and it's been on my mind these last couple
okay,
days, and I want to share it with a question mark. You know what I mean?
okay.
So
Lay it
when I
on
went
me.
out, I got pretty toasty. I got pretty toasty, and not like that. Not like that.
Oh, okay,
I meant
okay.
like I got a little schlammered. Yeah, I was wobbling. Um, there is a phenomenon, I guess, with me to where I hugged my buddy goodbye, and I was feeling like, because I can appear pretty sober when I'm actually more drunk than it seems. But when he hugged me, like my head started just spinning. I just started spinning when I hugged the dude goodbye because it's his birthday and all that shit. And, you know, men can hug men.
You don't
It's
gotta
good.
justify the hug. It's
It's
cool,
good.
man. I hug all my
Yeah.
homies. I don't like all my guys, all my bros. You getting a hug. I'm
But,
sorry,
like,
my friends.
the contact with another human apparently just made my fucking head start spinning.
Oh man, that's because of the lockdowns, baby.
Well,
It's been too
well,
long.
it's just weird because I don't know how to explain it. But after that, I was like, okay, I need to fucking calm down because I like straight stumbled out the hug. I stumbled out the hug. Like, it was like for
Holy shit.
real. Like, yeah, no, my shit was spun. Like, I got a real head high off that shit. So
Oh
I was
my
like, okay,
god, dude, I know what it is. It's cerebral palsy.
I don't,
Yep.
dude, it might
No,
be. It might be shit.
I'm
But
joking. You just had the spins, man.
no, I went inside and I was like drinking water and chilling. And then some other people in the party left, and I hugged them, and it was the same thing. It was the same thing.
Oh, that's
So
weird.
I'm starting to believe that there's some sort of correlation subliminally or like metaphysically that when I
It could
like
be meta, yeah.
touch someone, if I'm fucked up, something connects in the back of my brain. Something happens metaphysically to where I just start spinning in my brain. I don't know what it is. And I don't really have a problem touching people. I usually don't just because I don't know where other people's comfort level is, so I'd rather just not. But I don't have like a serious problem touching people or anything, but something is I think something's going on.
Jesus, man, it's like the Green Mile. Have you ever seen the Green Mile?
Yeah, yeah,
When
I've seen the Green
John
Mile, yeah.
Coffey he touches you and then he sees like all everything. He knows everything you felt, everything you've seen.
Yeah.
And he can like cure people and shit. That dude, you're John Coffey part two.
Maybe, dude. I just I don't know how
Some
to
Stephen King shit, brother.
I haven't done any reading on it cuz, you know, I don't even think that there's reading to be done on that. I just
Hey,
don't know
okay,
how to make sense of it.
we did a whole fucking episode, right? Was it what episode which one? Episode 12 or something. It was called Inner Stupid, and nobody listened to it. Nobody fucking listened to that episode. But it was all debunking like pseudosciences, including like ESP, astrology, psychics, tarot cards and shit like that. We like debunked it all, baby, and it's in that episode. So go back and check that one out because it's it's pretty entertaining. I'd say we talk some UFO bullshit,
Yeah, if you
but
missed it.
like, hey, dude, no, I
Well,
don't know.
I'm dude,
I don't think I've ever experienced that. You know what I mean?
I'm someone that really believes in like catching vibes from people and shit, and like I just don't. I don't. I don't know. I think that it has to be something in the back of my brain that's just like this is human contact, and for some reason, if I'm drunk, then usually it's not a thing. Usually, like, oh, I give somebody a hug. It's not like I'm fucking freaking out in the back of my mind or anything. It's totally normal.
Yeah.
But if I'm like fucked up, maybe there's some sort of like sensory like relay that gets disconnected or something to where my head just starts spinning.
Damn, dude. Well, I'll be
It's
honest,
kind of
man.
cool,
It's
dude.
pretty
Honestly,
heavy.
it's kind
It's
of cool
pretty
because
heavy.
I can touch somebody and just go fucking wild, dude. Because like
Whoa,
my
hey,
shit
be
starts spinning.
careful.
Hey,
Be careful. Be careful.
I gotta get high really quick. Just fucking put my head on somebody's forehead. Oh, dude, I'm fucking getting high as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't say I've personally experienced anything like that. Maybe maybe it's a thing, dude. Maybe you really felt like that like in the moment.
I don't know. The thing that was weird is that like the two times were like 45 minutes apart or more. And it's not like I kept drinking.
Interesting. Interesting.
It's very interesting. Yeah,
How many beers deep we talking?
I had
Like not good enough to drive. Like you can't drive at this point, probably.
yeah, I couldn't. It's
Then
okay.
then then it's all
I
right. Brush it off
secured.
your shoulders. It's all good. If
Well,
it
no, I
happens
mean,
when you're
it's
not drunk though, I'd be worried.
no, it doesn't happen when I'm not drunk, and
Okay.
that's why it hasn't been knownst to me until
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. I
But
mean, you're not known to be
it
fucking
has
slamming them every day.
thinking back, it has happened before. Like
Interesting.
like other times, like days, weeks in between. So,
Yeah.
um, but this was 45, 50 minutes, even an hour between, and I had 3 beers and 3 drinks, three. You could say doubles. They where we go, they pour them thick. They pour
Let's
them thick. They don't give a
go.
shit. So you could say, I'm not going to
Let's
say
get
that
it.
they were doubles, but so it was 3 beers, actually 4 beers, and then 3 drinks, which is I usually cut it at 4 drinks. So
Yeah, dude,
I was on my
that's
shit.
a lot to put down, especially for a fucking guy, buck 60. You know what I'm saying?
Buck
Or
45, my
buck
guy.
40.
Buck
Fuck, dude, I
45,
always
dude.
get that wrong, man. You see?
Although, dude,
Skinny as fuck.
no, I should really get my weight again because your boy has been looking a little rounder. I mean, as
Yeah, well,
round as I could look. I mean, not really that round, but
you
I
still
think
look
I'm
like a
probably
fucking stick
150.
bug. You still look like a stick bug to the rest of us, pal.
Whatever,
Don't
whatever.
don't get cancer. There will be nothing for the cancer to eat except for your brain. So,
I can't get cancer because I'm not fat as fuck.
dude, this that's not how cancer works, brother.
Whatever, dude. I won't.
It's already inside of you, Zane.
At least my ticker is working, dude.
It's just a cell mutation that is the difference. But
At least
yeah, your ticker's working.
my ticker's
But hey,
not
man.
sweating every night trying to fucking keep the train going.
Yeah, well, hey, we're not skinny shaming. We're not fat shaming here. We're loving and accepting of all people, shapes, size, color,
Hey, we punch up,
ethnicity.
we punch up, we
We
punch
we
down.
punch every direction. Every direction we punch. Especially elderly. You're getting swung on sight.
On site, they gonna get it.
On
Anybody
sight,
can get it.
brother.
Anybody
They're
can
like,
get it.
what? What did you say? I said on sight. Yeah, for real,
Uh,
dude. Yeah,
another
everybody's
thing,
game.
another thing I wanted to briefly talk about because I'm not sure how many people have seen it, but I watched The Lighthouse, dog.
Let's
Watch
go.
The
Okay, so what'd
Lighthouse,
you think?
dog.
What? Okay, so I'll tell you the
I'll lay it
moment for
out.
me where the movie took a fucking disturbing turn. Now, spoiler alert, everybody.
Yeah, spoilers.
Don't
Spoilers, but you should
fucking.
go watch it anyway because even if we talk about it, it's not going to do it justice. You watch it anyway.
Oh yeah. Okay, so where I knew the whole movie went fucking completely took a left turn for me is the moment that he sees the jizz falling through the fucking the
Oh, dude.
floorboards or whatever.
I didn't know what that
I was like,
was.
"Oh, dude, he's up there fucking he's infatuated with this shit up there."
So,
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly. Here's the thing. I've got an entire thesis on what the movie is actually about,
Okay.
and I'm ready to unfold it.
Dish it out. I want to hear your take because it has been a little while since I've seen the movie, like a year or whatever. So,
The whole
roll it out for
movie,
me.
the movie is about guilt. That's what the
Yeah.
whole movie's about. It's literally just about guilt and how it can drive anybody crazy even when people are normal. And the guy that he was on, William Dafoe, was the foil. William Dafoe was the you could say the ignorant but blissful person with a clear conscience. And none
Yeah.
of that shit affected him because he's not doing anything wrong. Yeah, he's got his problems or whatever, but he doesn't have anything to be guilty about. And in
Yeah, exactly.
solitude, basically the guilt drove the other guy crazy. And a lot of the things that he saw and a lot of the things that happened, because it's all in his perspective, was just him going crazy. But the lighthouse itself, the light at the top was like truth or whatever you want to call it, basically
Yeah.
purity. And the reason that he couldn't stand in it is because he had guilt. And William Dafoe could revel in it. He could walk around naked in it. He could do all this
Yeah,
shit
dude.
because he has nothing
He's
to worry
finding
about.
pleasure in it.
Yeah, he has nothing to worry about. He can take it right to the chest because there's no problem because he's got a clear conscience.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this. How great is it when a movie, just again, we were speaking on this last week, when a movie has a very small cast, right? There's
Great.
only a
It was
few
great.
faces in that whole movie. And that's kind of one of the first movies of the modern era to kind of kick that off.
Dude,
And
honestly, I found myself several times, upon scene changes or whatever, of me just being like, literally me just talking to myself, just, damn, bro, this movie's sick as fuck.
yeah,
Like,
the
damn,
imagery
this is
is
sick.
so even though it's a black and white film,
I didn't even
okay?
notice. I didn't even
You
notice
don't
that.
I was gonna tell you that's exactly what I was gonna say. You don't even notice it's a black and white film.
Not even.
And it's like the shots, I mean, imagine how elaborate that was to actually film. That must have been kind of a nightmare shoot because a lot of it looks like it was filmed in a fucking lighthouse, you know what I mean? A
Dude.
lot of that shit was filmed on location. But though it paints and it's in right the whole movie's in square, right? It's not like
Yeah.
widescreen.
Yeah.
It's in square, baby,
Yeah.
like 1-to-1.
Yeah.
So it is it they f- the way that they use the screen is it's really it's an artistic achievement. It's like how much they're able to fill into the shot,
It's
and
beautiful.
the imagery is
It's
incredible.
beautiful.
It literally like it it it'll I still can like see the scenes in my head a year after
Amazing,
seeing the movie.
amazing dialogue. Amazing, dude. My
Oh
favorite, my favorite frame. My favorite frame when he was having that dream and William Dafoe is looking at him and he's got the beam of light looking at him and he's
yeah,
on the ground. William Dafoe's naked and he's just like this. and it's just in the background. Why'd you spill your beans?
Yeah, dude.
Why'd you
How
spill
about
your
this one?
beans?
They're
It was
fucking.
amazing.
They're at the dinner table, and he's. You don't like me cooking? It makes him that
Say you
incredible
like me
fucking dinner.
lobster. You like me lobster.
Yeah, dude. It was like, yeah, he was so upset about that.
Yeah, because
He
he's
felt
honest. He's honest.
he exactly.
The other guy's
Oh
not
yeah,
honest. He's not. There's something
yeah.
in there, and that shit'll drive you fucking crazy.
And he's the
So
one who falls for the bait too.
yeah, the
Robert
fucking
Pattinson, he
the
falls for the bait.
the mermaid with the vagina, dude.
The
That shit was
siren.
hilarious,
She's a
bro.
siren.
That shit was hilarious.
Yeah. She's a siren, and she's what I guess she's a a divisive character. I mean, you compare her to like like the apple, the Adam and Eve, and she's
Yeah.
the apple. So he
Well,
commits the sin.
well, dude, I can tell you straight up. First off, I want to say this. I think that I'd be really cool to be like trapped on an island with. To be honest with you, I think I'd be really
Okay.
chill. I think I'd be
So
really chill to be strapped on an island with. Also, I would never, even if you put me in that situation, I would never be like, what's his name? Not William Defoe, the other one.
Robert Pattinson.
I would never be like Robert Pattinson. There's no way in hell I would ever fuck with a seagull. I like seagulls. I like
Oh,
birds.
dude, that scene, doesn't it look real? It
Yeah.
looks 100% real too.
Yeah. No, dude, like
Oh
I
yeah.
love birds. Like that's like I know the joke is that like birds aren't real and everyone thinks they're little dinosaurs and they're evil. I grew up with
Yeah.
chickens, ducks, geese. Like, dude, ducks are like one of my favorite animals. They're so
Yeah.
nice and cool and friendly. Chickens are really dumb. Turkeys are really dumb. Geese are
Yeah.
aggressive, but they're cool.
Turkey.
They're cool. And like ever
Yeah.
since I like owned those and like pet them and everything, dude, their feathers are just like a cat, dude. They're very fluffy. They're very nice. And if you like hold them a lot while they're young, they really like take a liking to you. And I really like birds a lot. Like I think pigeons are cute. I think like all these birds are super cute. So like a seagull, like yeah, seagulls they're rats. Like they're really the rats of birds. Like they are kind of fucking annoying, but like they're kind of cute, dude. Like I like
You're
seagulls. I would never
there.
fuck with them.
Yeah, you're in their habitat, buddy.
Yeah, I like them.
So yeah, he disrespected the land, bro.
No, I would
He
never do that.
disrespected the lighthouse, and he questioned it too much. He didn't trust that guy. He never trusted Willem Dafoe. He never trusted him.
Yeah. Also,
And that's because he suspected him of fucking murdering the previous guys who worked for him.
also, I would never find that statue and put it in my pocket.
Fuck no,
I'd be
dude.
like, bruh, what is this? Get this out of here. Hey, you want this?
Yeah, seriously.
I'd literally
hooboo
bring it to
dooboo.
him. Hey, dude, do you want this? I don't want this. What is this?
Yeah, seriously.
The last guy that was here, you're in his bunk. He killed himself because he went crazy, and you're gonna pick up
Yeah.
his trinkets? The fuck? I ain't
Yeah,
doing
dude.
that shit.
Exactly. Yeah. Dude, yeah, really good movie. I'm glad you watched that, dude. I'm so happy to hear that you
Oh,
were
yeah,
like,
it was
I'm
sick.
watching
It
some
was
movies
sick.
again. Because, dude, I'll tell you what, in the last few years, there's been a couple bangers, dude. There's been a couple bangers. And
Well, that's what I like. I like to like wait for stuff to come out. I still have to see 1917 or something like that.
oh, it's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's kind of
can't wait.
I wanted to say before I saw it, I was gonna be like, maybe it's a one-trick pony, because, but then again, there's not a lot of movies about the Great War, so I was looking forward to that. And then you hear that it's one shot. The movie is one shot, right? No
No,
cuts.
I know.
But I mean,
there's like three. There's like three where they like.
yeah, they're like in perfect places where you can't tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's multiple cuts, right? I mean, this movie took months and months to shoot, and it was
mean,
probably
dude,
a logistical nightmare and all this and
If
that.
you have a
but
20-minute like shot, that's good enough. I don't care if you actually do the whole thing in one shot. You know what I mean?
Well, the whole movie is made to look like one shot, and it basically is. I mean, unless you're a fucking guy who like actually does like special effects, you might be able to tell where the cuts are. They're really hard to spot. But
For
I
me as
mean,
a viewer,
they're
I
obvious.
mean,
Like if it
dude, if
goes
you do
directly behind somebody, then they're cutting.
if
But
you do a 10-minute fucking like straight with no cuts, like that's street cred for me. You've achieved it. You don't have to do more.
yeah,
You know what I
well,
mean? Like that's
I
brownie
think
points.
what it is, I think what that movie is a statement to the industry saying, stop with these action movies that are literally like 1 second jump cuts every
Oh, I
fucking
fucking hate it. I hate it.
because that's all it is. That's all it is. That's all action movies are, and that's all they have been. This movie was a statement to the whole fucking industry saying, stop it. You
Well,
don't need to do that.
dude, why do you think I hate like Marvel movies? Why I hate like all those fucking super popular movies? Because
Because
it's
it
just like
just looks like
action. Yeah,
this.
it's
It
just
just
like
looks like this.
a bunch of shit. Like, hey, bro, this scene, there's dialogue. It's gonna put 7-year-olds to sleep, and the 40-year-olds that have their T-shirts on, they're just waiting for the next action scene where Spider-Man punches Green Goblin. Yeah, like it's so
Yeah,
fucking. I just can't get behind it. And like I
I hear
know
you.
that the movies are better than that. I understand
Oh
that
yeah,
they're better than that. And I understand that people work hard on them and they're sick, but like at the base of all the decisions that they make, that thought process is still very relevant. And
dude.
I
Just
don't want to be a part of a movie that has that thought process as its foundation. I'd rather be a
yeah,
part of Lighthouse to where, oh, we could do whatever we want. We can have William Defoe go on a fucking 3-paragraph tangent with underlighting, and he just curses him for fucking like 2 minutes, and it's
yeah.
sick. And we don't need to do
It
anything.
is great.
There's no punching quota. There's no
Hell yeah.
lightsaber battle quota. We don't have to have 3 car chases.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I'm totally with you on that, man. It's a breath of fresh air. There has to be diversity in filmmaking, and there was a lack of thereof for some time.
Yeah.
I feel like from 2010, like mid 2000 or even early 2000s to mid 2010s, a lot of saturation, baby.
Yeah.
Lots of
Yeah.
saturation. But now, hey,
Now
I think
black
it's
and white
coming
and
back,
square.
dude. Let's go.
That's
Let's
the
go,
lack of
baby.
saturation right
I'll
there.
tell you what I don't like. I don't like the remakes, the reboots, the restarts, the fucking sequels that happen 30 years too late. I'm not a fan of that. But
Okay, it's
I
like
will say,
Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters, mid concept, good movie. So let's
yeah,
not recycle the mid concept, okay?
yeah,
To make a mid to trash movie.
yeah, exactly. Well, so okay, so there is a sequel coming out, and I'm hyped about this. There's a lot of people I know that are hyped about this. Zane, they are coming out with Top Gun 2. Okay, it's called Top Gun Maverick. But bro, it is real. It is 100% real, baby.
I'll look
It
at it when
looks
it's
fucking
free.
insane.
I'll take a look when
Looks
it's like free for me to watch. Because that's why I
yeah,
watched Lighthouse, because it was on
just
Amazon Prime for free. I was like,
just do
bet.
yourself a favor, just watch the little 3-minute trailer that they put out, the last trailer that they put out for the movie. Just watch that and be like, "Holy shit." It'll give you chills, man. It's insane what they've done to like make this the most realistic like 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 movie about aviation. It is the most realistic. So, and
Nice.
supposedly you'll never see a movie like this again. They got me sold. I have to see it. Tom Cruise. I have to see it. Right? He's making a movie with SpaceX where it's gonna be filmed in space. Right? The
Well,
first
that's kind of
movie
cool.
filmed in space.
That's cool.
Yeah, Tom
Unlike
Cruise.
fucking Gravity, huh?
Dude, Gravity? Okay. Look, let's pull it up.
we've already talked
Pull it
about
up.
it. We've talked about it. This is beating a dead horse. And by dead horse, I mean dead fucking horse, dude. Rotting horse.
Okay. So, Gravity, 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. All right. Now this
Fake,
is a
fake,
fucking travesty because that is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Me and
fake.
Zane watched it together. The only no,
No
I
way.
can't. I cannot.
Hey, I'll tell you what I'm about to go watch in theaters, I think, if I can catch it. Is Everything Everywhere All the Time or some shit like that?
Yeah, I've
Have
been
you
hearing
seen
about
that?
that.
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, my buddy
I'm
was just
sold.
telling me about that.
I'm sold it's A24, dude.
Yeah,
Most of the things from
A24.
A24, good.
Gotta see it. Gotta see it.
A24 is
And
banger production studio. Banger.
it's almost like they only green light movies that have a completely original script. They go, we've never seen or heard anything like this before. Green light it.
That's why
Boom.
I like not every single movie from A24 is a banger. Not every single one of them. But I would say a majority of the ones that I see from A24, at least I have some sort of impression leaving. And that's
Yes,
what I
I
like.
agree.
I don't want my movies to be a waste of time. I don't want it to be a bunch of contrived shit. Yeah, there are some genres that I like. I like mobster movies. I like psychological shit, thrillers. I like the occasional like shitty slasher, stuff like that.
Yeah,
I like good comedies, like stupid slapstick comedies like Dodgeball, Zoolander, like the classics. You know, I'll even fuck around with like Airplane, Naked Gun,
those are great.
Monty Python, Life of Brian. Like those are greats, and I like that shit. But for the most part, I really just like a movie to be fucking weird. I just like
Yeah,
weird shit now. Like
you
I
want it to
don't.
kind of like make you think. I like Wes Anderson films a lot. I
Yeah.
want something that's like visually pleasing with good music
Mm-hmm.
and that has just good storytelling. I want dialogue when I see a movie more than anything, or not. Maybe that's even the wrong way to say it. Like, I want good dialogue, not just shitty lines. Like, if you haven't seen The Life Aquatic, man, with Steve Zissou, you're
I
bro.
haven't seen
It's
it.
Bill Murray, Willem Dafoe, fucking Owen Wilson. It is a banger. It's a Wes Anderson picture,
Well,
and
I like
it's
the Grand Budapest Hotel. Beautiful,
great, dude.
beautiful film. Beautiful. Love it.
Yeah,
Love it. Did they? I mean, what is the fucking movie really even about? Who knows?
exactly. But it paints a fucking picture in
It's
your mind
great.
that
It's
you'll
beautiful.
hold on to for a
Yeah,
long time.
it's like a compartment in my mind that exists. It's like a world that exists, and it's just like a very colorful. I don't know. Even the Island of Dogs, great movie. Was it weird as fuck? Yeah, but it does something. It attempts to do something. That's why I don't like Marvel movies, and I'm starting to
I
really
lo-
fucking hate like Star Wars movies because it's the same thing. It's just like
I don't hate them. I just
I do.
they're just too well. They're very popular. They're made for kids. Well, okay, they're not made for just kids, but
They're made for adult
they're made
children.
for young adult
Adult children.
audience.
They're
Adult
made
children,
for me.
35-year-olds who live at home,
Yeah, dude.
40-year-olds
Dead
with no
ass.
401k.
Dead
Yeah,
ass. That's
I know.
literally what it's for.
They are placating to the lower and like middle class, right? Taking their money, billions
Yeah,
of dollar
yeah,
industry.
yeah.
It's smart, and comic books are great. I do. There's a couple of comic book series that I'm into, or whatever. But let me just say, man, it's popcorn movie. It's a good popcorn flick. It's like eating pizza, dude.
It's just not
You
what
know
I
what I'm
like.
saying?
It's just not what I like. I feel like it's a waste of my time. The
It's
only
not.
the only one that I liked was Endgame because everybody died and I laughed.
No, that was Infinity War.
Whatever, dude. I don't
Infinity
know.
War was the one where everyone died.
Yeah, I was
Get our
like, dude,
facts
yeah,
straight here.
fuck
Yeah.
yeah, dude, they're dying. And like I watched that with my family and they were like, "Oh," and I was like,
Here's the thing though. When it comes to movies though, I'm more of a fan of the actors So if there's a specific actor that's in a movie, I will seek to watch that movie no matter what it is. I don't give a fuck. Like, okay, in that whole series, I remember what was it when the original Iron Man came out. The fact that it had Robert Downey Jr. in it was like the main reason I wanted to see it when I was a kid because he had well, he didn't retire from acting, but he was fucked up on drugs for hella. And it almost seemed like he hadn't been in movies for years. So when he was doing Iron Man, it was a big deal. It was like, holy shit, guy's coming back. Like, we have to see this movie. And it was really, dude, Iron Man 2008.
It's okay.
It's a really fucking good movie,
It's
dude.
okay.
It's about terrorism, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's a sick ass movie.
Dude, I like movies like. Have you seen Synecdoche, New York?
I haven't, dude.
Dude, you
You've given me
have to
this list.
see that, bro. You have to.
I know it's Philip Seymour Hoffman. He
Yeah.
was like nominated for an Academy Award on that, or maybe that movie did win some awards.
That
But
movie makes me feel like I'm insane. Just
yeah,
watching it. It's beautiful. It literally shows mental illness in a movie. It literally
yeah,
will make you mentally ill watching it. It's fucking
great, dude. Just what I
sick.
fucking
It's
needed, dude.
fucking sick, dude. It literally fills you with a deep sense of depression, despair, and confusion, but like deeply rooted confusion to make you question your own sanity. It's fucking sick. It
All
is a
right, dude.
disgusting display of a movie, and I fucking love it.
Well, you know why I didn't watch it this week? Let me tell you why. It's because on Tuesday, Rachel and I started Better Call Saul. We just finished season one
Okay,
right before this
okay,
episode.
okay. How you feeling
Season
about it?
one is done, baby. And guess what? Right now, I'm on the side of the fence where I have to agree with you, man. I think it is
Oh, dude, you ain't
a
seen nothing.
step up from Breaking Bad.
Dude,
I
let
think
me
it's a
tell you.
step up.
Let me tell you. When you get to like season 3 or whatever, and you see like the wrapping of like the real arc,
Arc, yeah.
you're really gonna be like, you know what, dude, this is substantially better than Breaking
You
Bad.
know, and well, no, here's why. Here's why I'm okay, because I don't really want to compare it to Breaking Bad because I don't see them as separate entities. It's all one story.
Yeah, yeah,
Here's the
I
thing,
could see
in
that.
Breaking Bad, there's a lot of characters in Breaking Bad, and they're there, and you don't get to see a lot of the backstories. You get to see some of Walter's backstory. You get to see like a little bit of back in the day stuff, but not really much. So Better Call Saul, it's not only is it like
It's somewhat
it's a
standalone.
it's somewhat standalone, but some in some way it's a sequel or a prequel as well because we got to
It
see
is
Mike's backstory in season one.
it is quite literally a prequel.
Yeah,
But
and just seeing more of Mike because he was one of my favorite characters in Breaking Bad, and he was just a guy who was he
a
just
worker.
worked for
Yeah, just
Saul.
a hit.
Okay, well, I want to know more about this guy. You never got to in Breaking Bad. You only the only thing you knew was that he had a granddaughter that he loved, and
Mhm.
that was not until like one of what the finals, like something near the end. You know when he meets his fate. But now seeing his backstory, I'm like, I'm so into this. I'm so down because, dude, there's a lot to, dude. It's creatively more intense than Breaking Bad,
It's
and
more
it's thought
I don't
out.
want to yeah, I don't want to say that it's not dense, but it's more rich. It's more rich when it comes to like social not interactions but diagrams basically. It's much more
Yeah,
socially palatable, I guess you could say.
yeah.
It's kind of I don't know. It shows more of things that I relate to because I'm not on my deathbed trying to fucking work for the cartels and shit. It's
I don't
more
know.
close to home to me.
Dude, fucking Slippin' Jimmy, dude. That is just
Slippin'
so.
Jimmy,
That's the
baby.
funniest fucking
Slippin'
thing
Jimmy.
I've ever seen. from the first episode to the laugh, I had my gut laughing so goddamn
Yeah,
hard. But
Slippin'
then
Jimmy.
serious moments where I was just jaw dropped,
Yeah,
right? And then moments where I was like, I'm glad because this show it doesn't rely on it is produced by AMC or whatever, like that's the studio that's backing it or whatever, but it's like it doesn't have a lot of F bombs. It doesn't
no,
have a lot of like crazy shocking
no,
stuff. So dude, it's gonna be a harder show to write to put together
yeah,
because you don't have to rely on the blood and the gore or
mm-hmm.
those like
Car
harsh like the
chases, dude.
fucking yeah like stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying like I don't know, just his whole brother Chuck, how he has that
Oh, dude,
agoraphobia, like he's afraid of electromagnetism.
dude,
That was set so out of left field, but n- now that like it's so believable in the
yeah,
story.
and like, dude, the arc between those two, you're gonna absolutely love it. You're gonna
I
absolutely
already
love
love
it,
it.
dude.
I'm
You're gonna
like,
absolutely love it. I can't wait for you to get further. And
yeah,
hey,
we'll have
I'm
yeah.
gonna take the time to be like, hey, listen, I've got the good opinions, bro. I got the good cinema opinions, bro.
I
I was living and dying on this one.
okay, no, I get you. I'm still gonna watch Game of Thrones, but not right now.
Just know that when you're disappointed by Game of Thrones, we're not surprised. We're not surprised. It
Hey,
didn't
dude, was
pass
I?
the Zane test,
What
dude.
was I disappointed when Chronicles of Narnia came out? Fuck no, that movie was sick as fuck. Even though it was terrible, I loved it. I loved it. I loved Chronicles of Narnia too. Guess what? I even saw Chronicles of Narnia 3, The Caspian Voyage. I saw that in theaters, dude, when I was like 16. I fucking went to I was like, "Mom, can you drop me off at the movie theater?" Why? I want to see the third Chronicles of
I
Narnia. And
want to
she's
see
like,
Caspian
okay.
Voyage.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking dog shit. It was so bad. It was one of the worst movies ever produced. But yeah, dude, hey, it's sick, dude. It's fantasy, dude. Who doesn't love a good fucking $100 million budget movie? Come on,
Dude, I'm
it's a
just
popcorn
saying.
flick. It's a popcorn
I'm
flick.
just saying. Actually, I don't know what I'm saying. I was gonna say something about. Oh yeah, dude, the Chronicles of Narnia. I think might be one of the only movies that I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I read the books and the books were better because
Books are great.
that's like one of the only books that I actually read that was better.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, or whatever.
Well,
Dude, I
no,
love that shit.
no, dude, what's the first one called? The
The
first one is
Lion, the Witch,
called.
and the
No,
Wardrobe.
it is not. That is the second one. I think the first one's
Cap.
called like the Tree.
Nope.
No, it's
Novel series.
yeah. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is like the second one.
No.
Yeah.
No. It says right here it's the first one.
No, it is
There's
not.
no way, dude. I'm tripping. Why are they? Wait, the magician's nephew. Oh, in chronological order.
Yeah.
I thought it's in. Is Narnia against the Bible? Yes. Yes, it is.
Dude, it's the
No,
first one is the silver chair or some shit.
no, the
Oh, the
Lion, the Witch,
magician's
and the
nephew. Yeah.
Wardrobe was the first book released. So,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
not in
No, but like
chronological
chronologically,
order.
dude,
Yeah,
the magician's nephew is the trippiest fucking book I've ever read. It is
I've read it. I've read
fucking
all of them.
weird, dude. It is
I've read
weird.
all of them.
It's
Dude, C.S.
literally
Lewis is a fucking G, bro.
it's literally like reading fucking Genesis or some shit out of the Bible. That is fucking
No, it
insane.
seriously is.
It
I
is
don't know.
insane.
It's like I don't know. It's like one of those books you're exposed to young. It's kind of one of your first like voyages into like UK culture. Like you know what I mean?
No, that's Harry Potter,
I,
dude.
no, not for me. I wasn't old enough to really be reading Harry Potter before Chronicles of Narnia was more of like a this thin book, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Harry Potter, bro. Oh,
Dude,
dude,
I
it
fucked
took
with
me a
Harry
long
Potter.
time to fucking read Harry Potter. I've only read the first 3 books.
Really?
We had them all, but I only read the first 3 books. I mean, I read a lot of books, but dude, those books were long as fuck, and basically what happened was by the time because we owned all the books, but the movies were, they were coming out in the early 2000s. What is it? The fourth movie. Which one is the fourth
Goblet of
movie? It's
Fire.
like, okay, yeah. When that one came out, I had lost interest in Harry Potter at the time, and I was strictly reading Stephen King. So,
That makes sense.
yeah,
Um,
I was kind of getting a little
you
older,
want to
but
know? You want to know the fucking craziest shit? Is I religiously, I both read and then listened to every single book like 4 times over, like four
yeah,
times over, and I didn't read the seventh one at all. Didn't even read
really,
it. Didn't read it. Didn't listen to it. Didn't do none of that shit because I learned that they weren't going to be at Hogwarts for the seventh book. And I said, you know what? I like Hogwarts. I like the fucking school year. I like how the movie progresses. I like it when they're talking to other students. Like when they did the I think it's the fifth book, and they are doing like they made a secret. They made like a secret. They found a secret room in Hogwarts, and they were training people. And they had their own like little training station or whatever. And he'd go out with the invisibility cloak. He'd meet all the people up in Dumbledore's army or whatever. He'd
yeah.
meet up in that fucking thing, and then they'd train. That was the coolest part of any book that J.K. Rowling came out with, bro. That was the single sickest, like 70 pages that they were doing that shit. Super fucking cool. I like that they were like with the students, they were doing something real. They were, like socializing. They were breaking the rules. They were still in school, no parents around, all that shit.
Yeah,
Coolest shit.
very spring breaky,
Dude, if they're
or
not
very.
even Chamber of Secrets,
Oh,
when they
it's
were
so good.
trying to figure out some shit, they were talking to Myrtle, they were transforming into other people to go walk around to infiltrate Slytherin. When they were doing Goblet of Fire, when he's taking a bath with Moaning Myrtle and all that shit, he's sneaking around doing all this shit. That's the cool shit. That is the
Yeah,
cool shit to me.
the
all of the
wizard shit,
stuff
dude.
all of the stuff around Hogwarts was the coolest shit that ever
Yeah,
happened.
I
So
agree.
when they were like, yeah, Deathly Hallows doesn't take place in Hogwarts, I was like, all right, I'm done. I don't give a fuck. All I
Yeah,
care about is
I hear you,
Hogwarts.
man.
All I care about is Hogwarts. So like
I
I'm
hear you.
pretty sure that opinion is I'm pretty sure I am the 0.00001% of people that have that opinion about Harry Potter. I think that is the
Yeah, I
most
no,
rare Harry Potter take you will ever get, ever.
no, I actually I really fuck with those movies though. I've seen them all like more recently in the last couple of years. Like sat down, watched each of them back to back. They're really fucking good. They're like probably one of the best movie series ever filmed because there's 7 or 8 movies technically because they split the last book into 2 movies.
Yeah.
It's the best 8-part movie series ever made. That's just facts.
Well, I
It's
mean,
better than
eight part.
it.
I don't know how many other movies other than Star Wars is 8
Well,
parts.
you can't count Star Wars because it's different. Like they started that in the 70s and then they stopped
I
for 20
I
years and then
I
make
think you can
make that.
totally count Star Wars.
No, because the second installment of Star Wars or whatever, the when they started the prequels in the 2000s, those were the that was
It's
completely different.
chronological.
Fucking,
You can
dude,
totally count them, and
I'm not. Hey, I'm not
the
saying I
thing is,
don't like them. I'm not saying that I
the
don't like
hey,
them. It's
listen,
not, dude. The continuity is just not there. It's
listen.
just not there.
I would say count them, and you're still right because they're better than all the Star Wars movies. Because
Dude, that's
literally,
a fucking
for Harry Potter, the first like one or two, not good.
Oh
Then
no,
they
they
then they
are
ramp up.
though. They
I
are.
mean, it's nice, it's
Two
good, but
two
like,
is sick as fuck, dude. Two is sick as fuck.
listen, that kid had to figure out how to act, and he had to do it on the fly.
All of them did, dude. They were
Okay,
all like signed on like you're gonna have to
yeah.
be in these movies for the rest of your life, basically. And they're like,
But
well,
coming out, you're
okay.
gonna be
It's like
fucking
their
rich,
parents forced them into
dude.
it,
Honestly,
right?
that I would have been happy to do that. Honestly, get all that shit out of the way, and then now, what are they doing with their lives? They can do whatever they want, and
They,
that's kind of what
dude,
they have. Like Emma Watson, I don't.
they're all
Does she even act
still good.
anymore?
Yeah, she does, and I'd have to say they're all still really talented people,
Yeah,
and they're not
they're
fucked
all
up. They're not
talented. They're
all
not fucked
strung
up.
out on
Yeah.
drugs and shit. Don't. This is what I'm saying. Why I'd say Harry Potter is a better movie series, like technically, right, than Star Wars because they filmed it in a span of what? They did it in less than 15 years, right?
Yeah.
They did. They did it like what 10 years actually, and they kept the same consistent cast. Nobody really fell out of the cast. They had Alan Rickman. He kept coming back. They had fucking Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson and
Yeah, they
fucking
did. Yeah, they did.
those kids kept coming back for the movies. And there was only like what one kid that got stabbed. No, or he was off the movie at that point.
I'm
All the
just
kids
saying.
fucking lived through it. Dude,
I'm
technical
just saying.
masterpiece.
I'm just saying. For the sake of you even having a competition, you need to include Star Wars because there's really not that many movies that have 8 parts. I mean, we got Star Wars. We've got
Friday the 13th,
we got Friday the 13th. We've got Harry
Halloween.
Potter. We've got Halloween. We've got Hellraiser. And
Hellraiser has a
then
lot of parts, and then there is
what else is there really?
Nightmare on Elm Street has 8 parts.
Yeah. But like,
There's a lot of horror movies that I mean, and the horror movies never get it right because with Friday the 13th, only 3 of them are good movies.
I mean,
Really, let's be
Hellraiser is
honest.
Hellraiser is
Hellraiser
one
has a
and
few good
two.
pictures.
One
Oh,
and
I
two.
love Hellraiser 1 and 2,
There's
dude.
like
Those movies are so fucking good.
3 is
They're
dog
so
shit.
good.
4 is okay. 5 is like the best after
Yeah,
1 and 2, and then
yeah.
it's like
And
seven,
then they get a
seven,
little
and
weird
8 or
again.
6 is like trash.
Yeah, they get a little weird again. And they're remaking it now. They're remaking it now, and I couldn't be more displeased because why? Why remake it? I love
Dude, just keep
the
it
one that
going.
came out in '89.
Just keep it going. I'll
They're
watch
so
every
fucking good.
Hellraiser movie forever.
Yeah, see, yeah,
Because
I gotta
I'm
see
dumb.
Pinhead. I think
Stupid.
Pinhead's
I'm
gonna have
super
boobies
dumb.
in this one though, so let's check it out. More like the novel.
Boobies?
So yeah,
Boobies? Let's
is
go.
Hellraiser is a they them.
Dude, I hope Hellraiser pierces those boobies with a hook.
Pinhead is a they them. So let's
Do the
go.
fucking
Let's see what's up. Yeah, dude,
dude.
that shit is so fucking dude. Whoever did the makeup and special effects on that is a fucking W. Let's go, dude.
Huge win.
That fucking shit is so cool.
All
It's
right.
like,
What do you
yeah,
wanna talk about other than movies? Because
dude.
we're
No, hey,
subjecting these people to our
no, hey,
opinions
I'm
here.
sorry. Hey, this is Hollywood gossip, dude.
Yeah.
I fucking have more. So if you need to talk about something else, we're coming back to some hot topics of the week that
Are we?
happened regarding celebrities. So
Oh.
just go if you need. I actually do have a piece of show and tell to show you. It
Oh,
was
God damn it! I don't.
it was my new NFT. It was my 1 of 1,000 art piece that I ordered that I wanted to show you. It's a
Oh,
fucking record. I
your
wanted to
record.
show it to you.
Oh
Yeah,
well,
it's not
I could probably find a record that's rare that I have in my room.
pull out a record. I'm gonna go grab
Okay.
mine real quick.
Yeah. Well, wait, I can't leave at the same time you do, because then there's just dead air. So now he's subjecting me to sitting here. What I'm saying is that if this dude didn't include Star Wars, he's scared, because a lot of people would argue with him that Star Wars is good. The only good Star Wars is 4, 5, and 6, and then 1, 2, and 3 kind of are doggy, and then 7,
Very poorly acted.
a New Hope or whatever. What was that? The
The
7th one
Force
was
Awakens.
The Force Awakens. I actually did get hope watching that. I was like,
I
okay,
like The Force Awakens. I
they
like The Force
tried, it's
Awakens.
coming back, and then it just, I don't know what happened.
Let me tell you where the good Star Wars pictures are. It's a Rogue One, which is it's right before it leads into A New Hope. It leads into Episode 4. Like literally, it leads into the opening scene of A New Hope. Rogue One is my favorite Star Wars movie. And then you have The Mandalorian, which is what happens after Return of the Jedi, after Episode 6. It's what happens after that. So, oh, wait, no. Yeah. It's what happens right after Return of the
Dude,
Jedi, before The Force Awakens and all that.
4,
So,
5, and 6, dude. They're my favorites.
I like those ones too. I
They're my
love Mark
favorites.
Hamill. I love Harrison Ford. I love fucking George Lucas when he was making good movies. He made a few good movies. He
I
made
liked it.
Indiana Jones and he made fucking
Oh, I
Star
love
Wars.
the Indiana Jones, bro. Except for Golden Skull, trash.
No, go watch it now. Watch it today
No,
and you'll
it's
go,
dog
"Oh, it is
shit.
good."
It's
It's
not
dude, it's
good.
good.
It's not good.
Dude, it's good.
It's
What are you
not.
talking about? I just watched this movie not that long ago. It's fucking
It's
sick,
not.
dude.
Crystal Skull sucks.
How?
What do
Debate
you
me
mean
on it right now. Tell
how,
me how,
dude?
because I just watched this movie not that long ago.
It's not good. It just isn't. It's just not
Why?
good. I don't
It's
like it.
sick as fuck,
I
bro.
don't
This
like it.
guy infiltrates the CIA, my guy, and he gets access to all the black files.
How
All
do
the
I?
fuck, dude.
Here's how it's bad. I didn't. I liked every other movie except for that one. There you go.
Eh, but
I'm
at the
not
same time,
biased. I'm
dude,
already like, I want to like every
yeah,
Indiana Jones movie because I already do like every Indiana Jones movie, and I didn't like that one.
you would
So it
like it if you
must
watched it
suck.
right now.
It must suck.
Compared to, dude, I'm telling you,
Oh,
it
I remember.
compared to,
It's because they do the fucking like 5-minute car chase in the jungle or whatever,
okay,
and it
yeah,
sucks.
I remember it. Yes,
And it sucks.
it's good. Watch it.
Oh no, dude.
It's sick.
I've
It's a
seen it
little.
several times.
You know what? I know why you don't like it. There's too
Why?
much comic relief. That's what it is. There's too much
Dude, you
for it for you.
gotta watch the Red Letter Media on that. Watch Plinkett's
I
review.
have.
Watch
I've watched
Plinkett's review
every
of that
single
one,
one.
dude.
I've
It's
watched every
so
single
funny.
one they've done.
Part
I
time.
know. Yeah, I know. And I know. And every no, the most of the audiences hated it because it was aliens at the end. You know, the crystal skulls. It was
Yeah,
all like
yeah. You
alien
loved
shit.
that shit. You ate that shit up, didn't you?
Of course I did. I was like, good. It's fucking George Lucas. Of course he's gonna do some shit like this. He's competing with Steven Spiel. Well, I'm sure Steven Spielberg had something to do to help on that movie, but
You ate it up, bro. You loved
dude,
that shit.
fuck yeah, I did. Well, okay. We're off the
Oh,
movies
okay.
for a minute.
You
Listen,
go.
this is our
I've got
most
to.
fucking gossipy episode, most entertainment weekly.
I've got
This
to
is
get my. I've
extra
got to
with
get my.
Cameron and Zane.
My album. So
Yeah, go
you
ahead and
go. I can hear you. I can hear you.
go right ahead. Yeah, I hope you pull out something good, baby. I know. See, Zane and I, we're old heads, baby. We have record players. Okay. I've got a whole bin over there full of records. I have lots of death metal records, but then I also have like some old prog rock and even some like more rare finds. I found a couple of things at like pawn shops or Goodwills that I'm like, how in the hell is this only $5? And it's like I got this Rick Wakeman solo album where he's playing live with an orchestra. Dude, it is insane. So it's basically the keyboardist from the band Yes has orchestrated a fucking synth symphony. It's a synth symphony, dude. It's crazy with like all of the section, like all of the horn sections and strings going. It's insane. It's so goddamn good. And then I've got a couple of like Pink Floyd records, of course. I got Dark Side. I got The Wall. I'd like to do. I wish they would just fucking put out a box set, baby. Put out a fucking box set of vinyls that I can buy, so I can just have the whole discography in one buy, right? Because I'm sick of going to find each individual one. I buy one, it comes. Great. Sick. I can't find a fucking like like I want a specific copy of these. I want them to all kind of match. I want them to all have this, like the same not year that they were yeah, I want them to all be like the same year pressed. I don't want them to be like original pressings, but I want them to all be like pressed around the same time so that they're all in the same shape when they arrive. I don't know. I wish I would see more artists doing like box set type stuff because I would be more prone to invest into a box set, that comes with like the poster. It comes with like a little fucking sticker, maybe even a DVD in there because that's another thing, dude. You never see bands putting out live DVDs and shit anymore, which is fucking bogus, dude. They just upload their set to YouTube. Fuck that, dude. I want ultra high def streamed on my fucking Xbox. I can play it offline. I want to take it anywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? I've got a few. I got Alice in Chains. I got a Megadeth, Rust in Peace live. I got
I
a
got two,
couple.
dude. I got two because I couldn't decide.
Oh, I should have grabbed another one, but that's all good. Let's see what
Sorry.
you got.
Sorry.
You start. You start
Okay.
since you have two.
Okay. I've got Inner Visions, baby. Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder. Okay, there
Inner
we go, baby.
fucking Visions, dude. This album is disgusting. It's sick, bro.
I've read the track list.
Too High, Visions, Golden Lady, All in Love is Fair, Don't Worry About a Thing, He's Mr. Know-It-All. Dude.
All right,
Hella
dude, you got a
good.
fucking bang. Where the
Higher
fuck did you
Ground,
put?
Jesus, Children of America. Dude, this album is disgustingly good. This like the whole thing is good as fuck.
I'm
I
familiar with Stevie Wonder, but I don't think I've listened to this record
Oh,
like
dude, Inner
as a whole.
Visions, as a whole is one of his best records. It's one of his best records for sure. It's
I've
it's
listened to some of it.
it has like a whole theme. It's kind of about racism, but
Yeah. Well, is
but it's
racism a
not like
touchy subject?
it's not like too heavy-handed. I mean, a lot of these are kind of like love-making movies, like Golden
Hey, dude,
Lady, bro. All in
I
Love is
gotta
Fair. Like that shit is some
I got a
love-making
question
music.
for you. Do you think that Stevie Wonder is truly blind, or if he's faking it for the bitches?
I think that he's partially blind, but he might as well be full blind. So that's what he went with.
Because he slipped a few times.
No, I know, but like that's his thing. Is like he's
Maybe
probably
he's
not.
fucking with him,
No,
dude.
no, no.
I
He's
don't
probably not
know. I
full
don't.
blind, but he figures,
Yeah,
well, if I'm going to be mostly blind, I might as well just be blind
because
and
fucking
stop from like.
D Madness on Kill Tony is blind as fuck. Like, he's super fucking blind. Like, he's so blind he doesn't realize that like his yeah, I feel he's a great bassist. He's a sick fucking bassist, but he's fucking blind as a bat.
No, but like that's the thing is like if I have and I do have lots of problems. Um it's hardly just, you don't want to explain yourself to everyone all the time. So you just throw it out as a package. It's not really the whole truth, but you got to move on because you don't want to talk about it the whole time. So it's probably like some sort of deal where he's mostly blind. He's completely blind in one eye, but mostly blind in another. But he can see some shapes and stuff. And if you get really close, he can see that. And it's just like,
Yeah,
what's the point in talking about all that shit when you can just say, "Hey, bro, I'm blind." Okay,
yeah,
moving on.
true.
Moving on. Because
Boom.
he doesn't want to talk about that shit, probably.
Okay, well, you shared Stevie Wonder. I'm gonna go ahead and
Okay,
reveal my
go
one
ahead.
of 1,000, which is that's not really a brag, but it is a first pressing. So let's go.
It's not a
I got
brag.
the
He's
new,
only mentioned it several
got the
times.
new Animals as Leaders, right? Parisia. I believe I'm saying that correctly.
I
Parisia.
hope so.
Look at the artwork on this thing, dude.
It's a
It's like a
it's a
fucking NFT, baby.
it's a forked snake.
Yeah, dude, it is beautiful. And it's also like something that Patrick Bateman would be jizzing in his pants over if he touched it. Like that texture, you know?
Oh, I see. I see.
It's got a really cool texture to it. But I'll give a brief like Animals as Leaders is a is an instrumental band, right? Where they got like a gospel drummer on the drums. They have a dude playing an 8-string fucking baritone guitar with only his fingers, like rarely uses a pick. It's mostly finger like slap guitar, tapping stuff. And then one other guitarist also playing the 8-string like baritone shit that's just holding down the groove. And so this band really sticks out as something special because they sound like no other. They are the Rush of whatever kind of music you'd want to put them as. They're like prog metal, but on a whole nother planet. Like it's on a whole nother level. It's like
I gotta get into them. I've never. I haven't really
oh,
explored them at
you
all.
would you would just love them, Zane. Even though
Okay. Well,
okay,
they don't have a
they're-
bass player.
they don't have a bass player, but Tosin Abasi learned how to fucking do this from Victor
I
himself.
know. I
So
know. I know the lineage. I know the lineage between all them.
he thumps, double thumps, and triple thumps like all these riffs, and well I've learned how to do it too now, and I'm getting more confident at actually using it in songwriting. And I only play on a 6-string guitar, which I've seen him do like guitar what is it like demonstrations or like expos where he's like playing on a 6-string guitar and doing the slapping shit. And I'm like, damn, you can just do it on any guitar really. But the way it sounds on the 8-string guitar is a little ridiculous because it's an 8-string guitar. And I generally don't like 8-string guitars, but what they're doing is so different. I like it because a lot of it is clean guitar. You know, it's not all distorted.
Yeah.
It's not all like super heavy, but the drums are the most out of pocket, crazy gospel drumming I've ever seen. This guy, he put out a playthrough. It's just a one take playthrough. No, just mic'd up his drums. He plays these songs like a maniac, and you just go, these guys are super dedicated, bro. They're
Yeah.
super dedicated. And so that's why I'm a huge fan of these guys. This is their album Parisia. It just came out this year, like last month. I'll read the track listing. Uh we got these are really hard to fucking pronounce the name. You're all like, I've got a feeling, I got a good feeling
What
over
are they,
here, and
dude?
you guys
What
fucking
are they?
okay. Monomyth.
Okay.
Track one. Red Miso.
Okay. That's not hard.
Oh, I missed one. Conflict Cartography.
Okay. He can read.
We got Just Stoutzer Fall. Just Stoutzer Fall. Okay,
Nice.
we got Asahi.
A sigh.
The the no, Asahi. The Problem of Other Minds.
Okay. That's
Thoughts
easy.
and Prayers.
That's easy.
Microaggressions. And
Okay.
Gorgian Knot.
Okay.
Naught. Not.
Not. To not.
Gorgian Knot.
Not. Okay.
And
Great.
let me just tell you, Zane, this is probably my album of the year. I think it's the most artistic thing released this year. I think it's the best produced thing this year in terms of sound. It's not like sound replaced. It's not you know what I mean? Like it's not sample replaced. I just fucking dropped it on the floor, dude.
Oh shit.
It's all good, dude. It comes in this fucking Patrick Bateman, like thick fucking whatever. It's all
Okay.
good. It actually
Well,
didn't fall very far, but
if you just like my movies, I usually go to the past for anything good.
Yeah.
And this album is no different. Just like I showed
Okay,
you
let's see.
Stevie Wonder's Inner Vision, give you my next one. This album was extremely hard to find. This was an extremely hard to find album,
See
and
what
it
it
took
is.
me probably 2 years to find organically. I didn't like go on eBay and spend $300 on it.
Okay.
Heavy Weather by Weather Report.
Oh, Weather
They're
Report. Let's
they're literally
go.
their best album. Heavy
I
Weather.
like to see it. Yeah.
Disgustingly good album. Don't think that it's extremely prevalent to find, so it took me a while, but when I found it, I grabbed it, clutched it to my chest, and was willing to pay any amount of money for it at the cash register.
Damn.
So, this is some real shit. This is Jocko at his
Oh, yeah.
prime, dude.
Pastorius, dude. One
we
of the
got-
best. One of the best to ever fucking do
I've
it.
got portraits of Tracy too, but which is his solo album, which is a beautiful album. But it's for
Yeah.
bass players and stuff, and it's good for me, maybe not good for you, but God, that shit is beautiful. But we got Birdland, A Remark You Made, Teen Town, Harlequin, Rumble Mama, Paladin, The Juggler, and Havona. Literally 7 of my favorite songs that they ever made.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And we're not. They do have quite the discography. They've got a lot of different albums. If you wanted to get into them, this is the album that you want to be on.
Oh,
but they have
absolutely.
They've got other sweet tracks like fucking Ivory Coast is sick. God, what's the one? It's called Pickle something, but Pickle Dance or some shit is good as fuck. There's a lot of other things, but they become a little. Blue Note is beautiful.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
I even like their they're self-titled, right? They have a self-titled. It's their last one.
I think that's this one. It's Heavy Weather by Weather Report.
Well, no, Heavy Weather is their first. No, Heavy Weather is their
No, it's probably like their fourth, dude.
Heavy Weather is their second.
It's their second.
Wait.
Jocko was not always their bass player.
No, he wasn't. No. What's the... Okay.
Jocko is
Here we
only
go.
on
Albums.
like a couple.
Their first one is called Weather Report. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that one didn't have Jocko in it, I don't think.
No, Heavy Weather came out in 1977. That's like their seventh. Shit. Holy shit, dude. Holy
yeah.
crap.
They've got quite this.
Man, I've picked and choosed. I like Weather. See, okay, there's something about the production sound in like the early to like mid 80s that I fall in love with every time because the production sound changed in that time. So I get really into these albums that come out in the early 80s, mid 80s. But Heavy Weather is a really great album. It's so weird that fucking Jaco Pastorius, dude, crazy guy, huh?
Yeah,
you know how he died and shit?
Yeah, he literally got bounced at a bar, and some dude just cracked his skull.
The fuck beat out of him, bro.
Yeah, at a bar.
He took an L to the head.
That guy only served like 3 years.
Yeah. Well,
and he killed one of the best bass players
Florida,
ever.
So
best bass player ever killed him.
He wasn't
bad.
very old either. So
no. And dude, I picked that over. I've got 2112 over there. I've got Moving Pictures.
Oh my god, yeah.
I've got some good shit. I've got The Wall. I've got Dark Side. I've got Animals.
That's funny. I've got
shit.
The Wall. I got Dark Side. I don't have Animals. Like I said, man,
Animals.
I wish they would
life.
put out a fucking box set so I can buy a box set of all of their records.
Well, the hard thing is it depends on, because that's the thing. I've got Cold Fact by Rodriguez, but like it's a reprint. It's a reprint of MP3s, and you can tell. So it's like, I can fucking put it on.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
It is Rodriguez, but it sounds like an MP3. And I need, anybody out here, if you're listening, if you got a vinyl of Cold Fact by Rodriguez, let me get that. Let me get that. I'll
You know,
pay
I don't think it is
$50 for that.
MP3. I think that what actually it is, it really depends. It really depends on distribution rights. But I believe that whatever whoever distributes it or whatever distributes it, I believe that they get the raw masters. I believe they get the raw masters to reprint. I don't think it's an MP3 rip because the vinyl business, very serious business, and when you send this shit to a press, the people who press vinyls in factories take that shit very seriously. They won't even press certain records if they don't want to.
Well, my
They
thing,
they'll be like it has to be because it's an art form
maybe it's
and they're
remastered or
expensive.
something, but it's like it
Remastered
does
might
not
be it because
it does
okay,
not
because
have
I've
that
got
sound. You know what I mean?
a
It does
lot
not
a
have
lot
that
of fucking
sound.
records that I have too are remastered technically, and it's so hard to find. Like when I stumble across a tape of the same record that came out like the original year it came out, and it sounds so different. Like the
Yeah.
mix, everything,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It just does not have the sound that I'm looking for, and I feel like I need an old cold fact by Rodriguez. I feel like I need
I
like
hear you.
maybe a second press or something like that. I don't need the original press, but like all of them are in South Africa, dude. He was
I
mad
know.
popular in South Africa. And I mean, crazy story. If you guys ever watch, I think it's Sugar Man, might still be on Netflix, but he's got a whole documentary behind him. Very interesting story. But I mean, all those records are not in the United States. I'll tell you that right now. So I don't know how I'm ever gonna get my hands on one. If anybody that's a listener has got it, I mean, shit, let me get it.
Yeah, dude, let me cop. I'm always looking for records. I'm always looking for deals. I got tapes. I got a bunch of tapes and CDs, and I love music. I love to own it. I love to hold it in my hands. It's a physical thing that I can put into my CD player. My car's always bumping music. You know,
Oh, dude, I got
that
the
shit is sick
cassettes,
as
dude. I
fuck.
got the cassettes.
Oh yeah, I
I
got the
got
cassette. I got a
fucking.
cassette player right over there.
I got God, what is that? Black Sabbath.
You got Master of Reality.
No, no, no. I
You
have
have Volume 4?
no. What the fuck is that album called? I listen to it like every day. It's like my main.
Name a song off of it.
Um, I've got Paranoia, but what's the other one? It's not
Paranoid.
self-title. Yeah, I've got Paranoid, but I
Master of Reality. There's Volume 4, and then there's Par- uh,
it's the one that we
Paranoid.
used
I
to
thought
sing, dude. We did a cover of it in our.
Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. You
Yeah, I've got
have
Sabbath,
Sabbath, Bloody
Bloody Sabbath.
Sabbath?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. On
No
tape. On
fucking
tape.
way.
Yeah, I do. Sabbath, Bloody
No
Sabbath on tape.
way.
Yeah, I do.
Dude, I have the Osborne season 1 and 2 on DVD, right? And I'm watching old Osborne's episodes. There's this episode where Ozzy busts out the synthesizer out of one of his storages that he used. He recorded the fucking. He was the one making the synths on those records. I couldn't believe it. Like he was. He like. Well, he had someone else perform. Like they hired a guy. They hired. There's a guy who used to work with them a lot. I guess he's from Deep Purple, but um, he's like, dude, he pulled it out on the show and is like, I remember sitting around on this thing for months trying to come up with the sounds that are on Sabbath Bloody Sabbath when these bloody things came out because, synths were new
Yeah.
when that album came out, like they were a newer thing, and it's this big fucking monster machine, and he's like. He turns it on, and I was like, "That's the one they used on the record."
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy.
Get an NFT of that.
Oh, bro, I fucking would. A sample pack? Let me get an NFT of the samples used, like a fucking
The
fucking a
sample sounds.
portfolio of sounds
Yeah, yeah,
that I
yeah.
can use, dude.
That'd be
I
sick.
Sabbath, yeah, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath is my favorite Sabbath record. I
All
think it's
right.
their most experimental.
Let's move on to current events, huh? You got some current events?
I'd like you. Well, yeah, I do. I do. I have
Okay,
current
good.
events. I'm
Good.
going to list, dude. I got a shit list this week, dude. People are on the fucking shit list. Okay,
Dude.
what the fuck is going on in the world of Hollywood today? Um, let's see. We got bad news, bad news, bad news, bad news. Okay,
Okay.
so actors are in trouble. Now, at the beginning of the week, I thought, that's a shitty story, and then the next day I go, that's not a good story. By today, I'm like, dude, this whole week has been nothing but actors getting busted for sexual misconduct. The
Really?
whole week. So I'm gonna read off some actors, and now,
All
hey,
of these people got busted for sexual misconduct?
yes.
Damn.
So we're gonna start
Wait,
off
wait, wait,
with
wait,
like
wait, 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 wait,
lower
wait, wait,
tier.
wait, 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 wait. I have to say something.
Go ahead.
Oh fuck. Now I
N-
gotta look it up. Go
Not
ahead.
not every single one of these was a sexual crime, but we're gonna start off with the lowest tier offender here. We got
Oh, I
busted.
got it. I got it. I got it.
Here, tell me. Let me know. Let me know what you got.
R.I.P. Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh, rip.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Gilbert Gottfried. For real.
Big fucking rip,
That
dude.
is a big. That's a big one,
I
boys.
know.
That's a big one. We thoughts and prayers to his family. Loved that guy to death. Always cool.
He's a real one, dude.
Always real. Real comedy. You know, not afraid. Dark comic. Love that shit. Good to kids. I mean, dude, the guy was just through and through a real one. And it's the world is worse off not having him, you
It's
know.
funny. We talked about him on a podcast earlier on in our when we started this.
Shit, it was probably
I was
when we were reminiscing Norm.
yeah, exactly. I mean, because we lost Gilbert, we lost Norm Macdonald, and we lost Bob Saget, and those guys were a fucking powerhouse. Those guys
True.
were a trio.
True.
Those guys wrote together. Those guys played clubs together. Those guys were close friends, and it's heartbreaking that they've all passed away in the same span of a year or whatever. But in a way, it's almost like that they kind of belong together, like spiritually. You know what I mean? It's kind of a
I feel
beautiful
it. I
thing as
feel it.
much as it is a sad thing, and you gotta throw respect up where it's due. Everybody needs to go back and fucking reminisce on some clips
Yeah.
and just realize that torch has got to get passed on, baby. I'm glad there's
Watch
great
the
comedians today, but
watch the Norm Macdonald show where he hosts Gilbert Gottfried, dude, and
oh
you
yeah,
might damn near shed a tear. If it's not from laughing, it's gonna be from crying.
yeah.
And you know what? Shit. All right, let's go on with the next
Rip.
stuff. Rest in
So
peace.
okay, so we're gonna start off with low tier. It seems like crimes. There's a lot of crimes in Hollywood. Okay, so starting off, we got Eddie Deason. Okay, now Eddie Deason is an actor who is in the movie Grease. He was also, I mean, I could list off a few movies that he was in, right? He was in some like really like corny like B movies. He's in a bunch of fucking like television shows that are like made for kids. He's in like Punky Brewster.
Okay.
He's in Dexter's Laboratory.
I'm
What's New
literally
Scooby Doo?
like I'm bringing up something so
You,
that I
you
can
see
look
the
at these
photo?
people.
You
Yeah.
see the photo of this guy? Yeah,
Yeah.
he looks like a fuckhead.
He looks like a fucking
Grease star Eddie Deason has
uh
been charged after allegedly breaking into neighbors' vehicles in his home state of Maryland. So he basically got arrested for burglary in the fourth degree, disturbing the peace, and trespassing on posted property.
this guy
And
was
count
breaking into
on private.
cars?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. He was
Jesus
literally
Christ.
and guess
Talk
what?
about a
Guess
fall
what?
from grace. Jesus.
Not his fucking first run in with the law. I guess last year a waitress accused him of a harassment, it's saying. Eddie Deason is a fucking creep who comes into my work at least once a week, calls at and asks other servers for my schedule. If he comes in and I'm not wearing makeup, he leaves, and he's a grown ass man and he has the balls to post this on his Facebook about me. I'm losing my mind. I guess he's like stalking a girl that at a fucking restaurant he goes to all the time. So
This
that's
guy
one
looks kind of
guy.
weird, dude. Honestly,
He's a creep. Yeah, he's a creep. He
he's
looks like
got a
he's
big
mentally
mouth, dude. He's got a
challenged.
big ass mouth.
Okay, the next offender. That's one. Let's count them. Right.
Okay.
That was one.
Okay.
Let's go to the next person busted this week. Joseph Gatt. Okay, who people might know him from the Game of Thrones. They might know him as like he looks like a human cyborg,
Okay. This
right?
guy
Like
looks fucking scary too. What is with all these people?
sexually explicit minor, sexually explicit communication with a minor.
Do we got those text
So
messages?
this guy, so you might be able to find. Basically, all I know is he finally got caught. He was on the run at first. Dude was on the run at first, right? That's not cool, bro. What the fuck? Hold on a second. Let's see. Alleged explicit communication with a minor. Okay, but he was arrested last week after LAPD detectives said she was engaging in online sexually explicit communication with a minor. Investigators are currently seeking to identify any other victims. Gatt was arrested in his home on April 6th after police served a residential home search warrant. The LAPD's Internet Crimes Against Child Task Force received a tip that he had allegedly engaged in sexually explicit communication with a minor in another state over the internet. Gatt was
Wait, who
subsequently
was he?
arrested.
Who was he?
He played probably some minor character actor role on the show, but I noticed him as soon as I saw the picture of him. I've seen him in other stuff. Like I remember him from like because I watched fucking Marvel movies. I saw him in that movie Thor. Like he plays a. If you just go to his images, you'll see like how he is dressed up in. I remember he was in that Thor. I remember he was. It looks like he did a bit on fucking Star Trek or some shit like that. Um, he's just a character actor, right? But nonetheless, that's another one down, baby. That's another one down.
I mean, he's kind
Okay.
of a B actor.
Hey, B actor. So was the other guy. These I told you I'm starting with the low tier.
Okay, let's keep it
I
going.
mean, their crimes are
This
serious.
guy, I don't
Yes, of
even know who
course.
this
But
guy is, but he looks like it. Both
hey,
these. Hey, if you guys don't know who these guys are, I don't. I'm literally the minute that I know that Cameron's gonna start naming off Hollywood names, I'm the kind of guy that has. I only know faces. I literally don't know
okay.
people's names. All I know is that these guys' faces, they look like fucking. They look like
They look the
somebody that I
part.
would not leave my 7-year-old child with if I had one.
Okay. Number 3. We're going straight up, baby. Cuba Gooding Jr. Busted. Canceled.
Cuba.
Cuba Gooding Jr. You don't know who that is?
Now I do. Oh my god.
Busted. And he pleaded guilty to let's make sure we get this right. Um Forcible touching. He pleads guilty to forcible touching.
What does that mean? He like groped somebody?
I think he was kissing people and let's see exactly what it is. He violated 3 different women at various Manhattan night spots in 2018 and 2019. Pleaded guilty to just one of the allegations. He told the judge he kissed a waitress on the lips without her consent, which is a little okay.
Now
Is this the
listen.
most serious offense? No. But
Okay,
for a
okay,
guy
wait.
who's wearing a Black Lives Matter face mask and is an Academy Award winner and probably in like some of the most like dude like kids know who this is, dude. This
Okay,
is
okay.
real.
But I wanna say something. There is a dude that I used to work with, I used to manage. He used to manage me, and
Yeah.
he was like showing some videos or whatever to his buddy or whatever. They're laughing about it, and I walked up because I needed to know where the wine was supposed to go or some shit, and I was like, "Oh, what are you guys watching?" He's like, "Oh, dude, this is some shit. You want to see what we were doing last weekend or whatever?" And he showed me a video on his phone of him like they were like posing for a picture with these chicks, and then he just goes in and kisses her on the mouth, and she's just like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And like she didn't even know who he was. He was like, "Yeah, we don't even know these chicks." And like, dude, to be honest with you, bro, I was fucking disturbed by like the
Yeah,
whole body language. Like they caught
yeah.
a forcible touching or whatever on film, and I saw it, and you know what? I would have, dude, that guy should have gone to jail for that shit. So like, even though
Fuck
that
yeah,
might be what
dude.
you see as a kind of a light crime or whatever, it's so out of place, it's so out of pocket that like I could definitely see someone getting charged for something like that. It's kind of weird. It was
It
really
is,
weird
dude.
watching it on even though it was on like a video. It was really weird watching it, and like I don't doubt that it was fucking weird enough to make it into a charge, cuz normal stuff doesn't get played up like that. There's a possibility that just because he's like a famous actor that it does get played up like that, but like
That's what I'm saying,
if
dude.
it
When you're an
was
actor
like
and you're
what I saw, that's fucking weird, dude. It's weird shit. These people are weird.
yeah, I know. It's like like it's a power dynamic. It's a total abuse of their power. They think they can get away with it. All this bullshit. Dude, you can't get away with shit like this. Like, if you saw like a normal fucking person like me or you did that to some person, like someone in public, right, at a restaurant, oh, you'd be tackled, you'd be arrested, you'd be fucking it would be game over, dude. It's not appropriate, dude. It's not appropriate behavior. That's assault, bro. That's sexual assault, dude. You can't just be fucking smooching on people in public. They don't fucking want it, dude. Okay, okay. I'm gonna move on. So that was three. We went straight from B movies to an Academy Award winner, baby. Academy Award winner. That's not a good look. Next, we're going to now this is two in one, and there's not really like a lot to say about it. It's just the Johnny Depp and Amber
Oh
Heard
yeah, yeah,
libel
yeah,
trial. I mean, that's
yeah,
everywhere, and it's just like it's disgusting. It's bad because, well, let's be honest, dude. Amber Heard is kind of a cunt, and she's kind of like blown this up as much as she possibly can. And now this is a defamation trial.
yeah,
This isn't anything else. This is a defamation trial, and but people are still trying to defend Amber Heard somehow, and it's like, well, this is a defamation trial, guy. This is different now. But it's basically like I don't know. This is this. I wish this shit wasn't so publicized because does it need to be?
yeah. I mean,
It
they're
does.
public
It does
figures.
if it would help Johnny Depp in any way to be publicized, say, hey, she's guilty for like slandering you in public and fucking, making you lose movie roles. Great. But I don't know. I feel like I wish this stuff was settled in private. It doesn't need to be the world's fucking shit to deal with. Nah, not really.
Yeah,
I mean, I love Johnny Depp. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. Hey, guy got shit faced. He was on benzos. He was on fucking, I'm sure he did shit that is really gonna like it would be hard to forgive. Of course he did.
yeah.
But so did she. She took advantage of him. She wasn't on drugs, on fucking alcohol and benzos and shit. She was fucking sober and like being a psycho, dude. Like shitting in his bed and like taking pictures of him and like doing some weird shit,
Wait,
cutting off like a
shitting in his
part of his
bed?
finger. Yeah, dude.
That's hot.
No. Oh my
Hell yeah!
god.
Did he get to watch?
No, he woke up in it. Like, what the fuck? And
Oh
she's like, "You
shit!
shit the bed, Johnny." Like, dude, it's like weird gaslighting shit. It's like super weird. She like cut his finger,
Johnny,
like
why'd you shit the
she cut
bed?
cut the tip of his finger off and shit, and like
Jesus.
was like basically cheating on him. But like, that's that's aside the facts. But like, basically, she's
Why'd
just
you shit the
alleged.
bed,
Sh
Johnny?
yeah, like I'm telling you, bro, that's like what exactly went down. Like that's not verbatim, but like I'm
Oh
pretty
shit!
sure. Like she's
Jesus
like, there's
Christ!
gonna be company over soon. like, and she
You
was like
better clean
threatening
up
him,
all this
gaslighting him.
shit. You
Yeah,
better clean
dude.
up
And
your
he's like,
doo-doo.
she shit in my fucking bed. Like trying to tell his like trying to get help, and nobody would help him. Nobody believed him. He's
Oh
like
shit.
was like showing up on set with like bruises on his face. She was physically punching him in his face and shit. She was like throwing shit at him all the time. She severed the tip of his finger off
That's
with
fucked
I'm
up.
pretty sure with a knife, and it says that she alleged that Depp violently abused her throughout their relationship. But
I
then,
mean, maybe
they're
true.
saying in the court case that he has, been with a lot of women over the last 30,
I'm
40 years,
sure. I'm sure.
and there is not a single woman ever that has in support of her and or that's been with Depp. There's no woman that's ever felt like he was abusive, even though he was, you know, a bit of a substance abuser and all this. They're like never abused sexually, physically, mentally, emotionally, nothing. Right? If anything, probably neglected. That's about his,
Yeah.
but like I don't know, there's some funny trial moments and all this, and she looks crazy as fuck in the courts. But that's just one.
Do we have anyone
I put
else?
two in one. Yeah, we got two more.
Okay.
Two more. We got post mortem drama. Okay, so you remember that show Different Strokes
Wait,
with
post
the
mortem
little
drama? What the fuck?
post mortem baby? This is a dead guy getting canceled. Okay, dead man canceled. Gary Coleman. Gary fucking Coleman. Here we have Molly Shannon, an esteemed comedic actress, most famous from SNL, said that she was lured into a hotel room by Gary Coleman before she was like very famous. She was like beginning her career. Lured into a fucking hotel room where he proceeded to like try to like bang her. Like he like wrapped his midget body around her legs and like humped her all over the bed and tried to like fucking do some like weird shit, and she was like he was jumping on the bed like it was like a kid. Like she's like, I didn't feel threatened because of his physical size, like he's like the size of a kid, but like he was trying to bang, dude. This is like
I
back in the
mean,
day.
dude, what's the point? He can't defend himself.
He can't defend himself.
Like,
No,
what?
that's
That's
why
kind
I'm
of
saying,
fucked.
dude, here's a weird one.
That's
He's
kind of
dead.
fucked up. Yeah,
But
like,
so in this, it seems like she just kind of shrugs it off as like, well, I didn't really feel that threatened. There was nothing I could really do. Because it says, she was like, I was like, Gary, stop. But I guess because of his size, I didn't feel physically threatened. Coleman, dude, Gary Coleman died like 12 years ago, bro.
yeah.
He died, he, from an accidental fall. Remember? He fell, he hit his head, died. Isn't that crazy?
That is
Remember
kind
when
of
he died?
crazy.
She said, Shannon said Coleman grabbed her leg after she got up for the bathroom. I had to kick him off, she said. Then I go lock myself in the bathroom, and then he sticks his hand under the door and says, I can see you. Shannon eventually sprinted out of the suite, noting that she warned her agent to keep an eye on Coleman. I think he. I think I was probably very polite, she said. I wish I could have stood up for myself more. That's all she
That's a
said.
weird one,
And
dude.
that was on Howard Stern. That was a Howard Stern exclusive. So I think there was a little bit of like comedic undertone to that. Like I mean, like that's fucked up and gross and creepy. Like, you feel bad if someone like has to go through that because it's
I
like the
don't,
whole
dude.
casting couch
It's
meet up, let's do business. And then
That's
it's
the
like,
thing is like, dude, I'm so far removed from this type of shit that like, is it really that prevalent? Like, it's fucking crazy to think that it's that fucking prevalent.
it
Like,
is.
I don't know. It's crazy.
Now, this
That's
is just
crazy.
this week,
These
baby.
people
This is
are
just
insane.
this week. Yeah.
These people are fucking insane. Like,
Yeah, they think
completely.
they like have control over others, and they think that the casting, like the whole casting couch thing, dude, is like super real, and it's been a thing ever since movies came out.
Jesus
I'll
Christ.
shoot you the last one. The last one, Frank Langella. He's also an Oscar nominated fucking actor. He was in Frost Nixon. He was in The Box. He's been in like well over 100 movies. He's 84 years old. He gets in trouble on the set of a fucking Netflix movie for inappropriate conduct. Fired. Bro,
What's
now this
inappropriate
one,
conduct?
yeah, see, this is where it gets a little like it's like, okay, this guy's a veteran, right? This guy's a vet of the screen. What counts as misconduct, especially with an 84-year-old, right? Because like, what can Biden get away with that this guy can't? You know what I mean? Let's ask that question first. But he had been accused of sexual harassment, including making inappropriate comments on set to a female co-star, prompting an investigation. The limited series created
What
by
were the
Mike.
comments?
Let's see. Dude, the series was starring like some Katie Siegel, Mark Hamill. Oh my god. But dude, they recast his shit and they're reshooting his scenes.
Oh no, that sounds
84 year
expensive.
old. So I'm trying to like get a picture in my mind, like what went down. Did he like slap someone on their knee and laugh and say something funny like, "Oh, ha, 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 back in my day, we used to slap girls across the cheek and blow cigar smoke down their throats." What's the context here? You know what I mean? There's not the story is not that big, but dude got fired. That means even he's 84. He can fuck off, dude. I don't fucks with 80
As
year
for
old.
what as for what exactly happened, a source close to production tells us that 84-year-old actor allegedly made an inappropriate joke that was sexual in nature. So one
What?
joke. Our sources also say in the context of his performance, possibly during rehearsal. So in the
Oh my
context of
god.
his performance, possibly during rehearsal, he touched the leg of a female co-star and further drew attention to the action when he jokingly said something like, "Did you like that?"
Oh, come on, dude. It was just a bad joke. It was just a bad joke, right? That's what I'm getting from this. He made a fucking bad joke at the wrong time on the wrong movie set, and that's it.
What
You're
the
over. You'll
fuck?
never work for Netflix again. You'll never have another job in Hollywood. You're canceled. You've done enough movies, old man. Get to the back of the line. Go collect your social security. You're done in this town. Being replaced. You're being CGI'd out of the movie, bro.
That's all I could find on it is
That's what I'm
unacceptable
getting.
contact.
There was also Thandie Newton got fired from a movie as well this week over Will Smith comments. I don't know. I don't know about that story. That's not really. It was
Holy
Magic
shit.
Mike 3, the movie,
Oh
but she
god.
got fired from it because she disagreed with Channing Tatum about the Will Smith shit.
What?
Yeah, that's what the article I read. I was like, you can't be firing. There's no way she got fired for that. There had to have been another reason you would have been fired from a movie set. Thandie Newton, who's also a pretty like prolific actress who's been around for a long fucking time.
I don't know, dude.
And
These people are crazy.
yeah, dude, I fucking hate it, dude. Dude, thank you for listening to today's episode of Poor Form. That's been completely entertainment weekly. Fucking we're TMZ, baby. We are now TMZ. Yeah, too much Zane. No, I'm joking. Fucking around.
um,
um yeah,
I do
dude.
just want to say one thing that is happening right now.
What?
Hold on, I got to burp.
Okay.
That was nice. Thank you. Uh so there's like a bunch of scuttlebutt about Elon Musk buying Twitter.
Yeah,
And
let's close on this.
so basically what happened was He was kind of tomfoolering around with like, oh, I should put an edit button in. Oh, do you guys think that free speech is hard to come by these days? And a bunch of people said, yeah, yes,
Voted, yeah.
yes, 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 yes. And so he goes and buys like 8% of Twitter. And then it discloses on Monday. And then people are like, oh shit. And then the board of directors says, well, okay, well, since you got 8% of Twitter, would you like to be on the board? So we're going to invite you to be on the board of Twitter, and then you can, see if you want to make some changes with us. And in the 2 or 3 days that he was considering being on the board, because he was invited, he makes a bunch of tweets, which I think that they sent him information about the company. And he basically made a bunch of tweets that were like, hey, nobody goes to Twitter headquarters. Who wants to see it turned into a homeless a center for the homeless, since nobody shows up to go to the headquarters anyway?
Seriously.
And he makes like a bunch of tweets kind of despairing how Twitter is run. And part of the agreement that he would be on the Twitter board is that he could never own more than 13% of the shares. So that was like an agreement that he would not be able to acquire more than 4 or 5% more than what he already has for control reasons.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
So recently, he has now decided, okay, fuck being on the board, because I'm not going to be able to have my control anyway. So how about I buy it from you guys for, I think it's $56.20, something like that, a share?
Yeah.
$56.20 a share, and I
Locked
just
in.
buy the entire thing and
Yeah.
take it private. And immediately, lots of people are freaking out, just like, oh, this will never happen. I don't want this to happen. No, 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 no. And like, oh, this is terrible. This is the worst thing ever.
Why would you spend $43 billion to buy Twitter when you could just feed the hungry and house the homeless?
Yeah. And
it gets spent in 5 seconds.
So there's like a Saudi prince that owns like a lot, I think like 6%, and said, he totally refuses this. And also, I think J.P. Morgan was, I don't know if they were contracted to say anything, but they basically said, oh, yeah, this doesn't show the true valuation of Twitter. This is too low. But at the same time, I don't know.
Is it?
I think it might be J.P. Morgan that also has them as, it might not be J.P. Morgan. It's some big institution. But they made a statement saying that it was too low. And at the same time that they said it was too low, they have a sell price for Twitter that's public that is $30. So they literally posted Twitter as the fair market value of Twitter is $30, and they did this like 2 weeks ago. And now they're saying, yeah, $56 does not reflect the future of this company.
Oh, dude,
and it's like,
so much
that's
cap,
fucking
bro.
insane. That is so much cap. It's so much cap.
I was gonna say, how can it even be worth that much? Because I made a Twitter and I went on there last week because you told me, you got to make a Twitter so I can send you some. Okay, so I get on there. Listen, dude, it's really not the only thing that's special about Twitter is the way that the user interface is optimized. That's it. There's a different algorithm. That's the only thing that sets it apart from any other social media.
I love
platform.
it. I love it.
And it's 18. It's 18 plus. Everything is fucking. I mean, you can like change your settings or whatever. But like,
I love it because the finance and crypto world on Twitter is balling. If you guys are interested in, finance or crypto,
great. I think
balling.
It's confusing
It's
to look
balling.
at. It's not fun. I hate Facebook. I don't like to scroll through Facebook. I think the way that it looks it's too much to look at. I'd rather look at fucking Instagram for 10 minutes and be done, right?
Yeah,
I would
that's fine.
rather just, scroll through a few stories and call it good. Anything else, I'd fucking rather just go to google.com and look up myself. I don't
Well,
care about, I mean, I don't know, dude.
the
I just,
the the major crux of the story is that it's not being put to a shareholder vote,
yeah,
which is an issue. That's an issue. Like it's a
that is.
public company. It should be up to the shareholders whether they want to make this deal or not. They basically have rejected this already, and now Elon is thinking about
Yeah.
bringing some boys. But I think that the major issue here is that there is such a massive backlash to Elon Musk potentially owning Twitter that first off, if he could do it, if it was accepted, a shitload of people would leave because they're
Good.
I
Get out. Your opinion
I don't
sucks.
know
Go.
I don't know what their deal is, but like they would just leave because Elon, I guess.
Yeah, without any research or giving a shit, they would not be on it.
And
I get it. He's polarizing, but dude,
is he though?
I don't see. No, I understand why he's polarizing because he just has hot takes. He's just blunt. He's got that fucking, that Asperger's or whatever. So he doesn't really think a lot before he just says what's on his mind, which is a good trait to me. He just fucking tells you straight up. He doesn't
Yeah.
lie. He fucking I don't understand how people don't know this and haven't known this, but for years, I'm talking decades, any natural disasters that happens, Elon Musk is there to help. When fucking World War III is about to break out, who is he helping right now? Come on, dude. You got to be shitting me, dude. He's focused on trying to get people and he's focused on trying to make transit in the world better. He's focused on making transit in outer space a thing, going to Mars. People like he's fucking wasting money. No, dude is generating billions, okay? And
If you
yeah,
don't
if
hate
you
the
for
government, if you don't hate every government, and then you hate Elon Musk, that makes sense. Because all
yeah,
our governments are just blowing money and stealing from you. So if you don't
exactly.
literally, absolutely fucking hate the government, you got no reason to hate Elon for wasting money. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a fucking fraction of what the U.S. government has
And
and
he didn't
spends.
and he didn't steal the money from you. He made it. The
Yeah,
government
he
will
fucking
literally put you in jail if you don't give them your money. So it's different.
eh, dude, exactly. I don't know how people don't just take 1 second to see it from that perspective and understand that, right? He's a businessman. He's Yeah, did he come from like a little bit of wealth? Sure, great. But he didn't come from no fucking $300 billion or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude made himself the richest man in the world. That
Um
that's nothing easy to do.
the other thing that concerns me is that he all he really wants to do is like do more free speech on the platform. He wants to like get less people from getting permabanned for just like
Bring
voicing
back
their
Alex Jones,
opinions.
baby.
Well, no,
We
that's
can
the
do
thing.
this.
And like these I don't get what's happened because people really I just don't think that they genuinely want free speech anymore. And I can't I
No,
don't
dude.
understand what has happened to where you like it's like they brainwashed people. They said, "Okay, we'll never get away with getting rid of free speech. We'll never be able to just take it out of the Constitution because it'd be too outwardly offensive to people. Like we can't just be like we're taking that out of the Bill of Rights." Cuz then everyone would be like, "Well, what the fuck?" But like I did they just like brainwash people into not wanting it so that they're
So
taking it out by
here it is,
proxy?
Zane. Here it is, Zane. Plain and simple. You're fucking he- it's it's super dumb, but it's this. The fucking It's like it's like the whole liberty thing, dude. It's literally like in order to have a safer country, we need less hate speech. And hate speech is what?
It's not
Well,
even hate
in
speech
some
anymore. It's
terms,
just like dangerous ideas, which is some
okay,
CCP talk, if you ask me.
it's easier to just not say those words and ignore all that shit and just I don't know, dude. It's I I'm losing my train of thought of it. It's stupid. I hate the whole free speech thing because people don't understand what it really is.
I
It's like
just
freedom
don't
of
get it.
press, free like that's missing right now. That's something that is just absolutely missing.
Yeah, dude, these
Um,
people get raided. They get raided if they've got
you know,
actual intel.
it's crazy in a world where you could walk out of your house and die by like a stray bullet any second. You could be run over, you could be carjacked, your house could be looted at night, any fucking night, no matter whoever you are in America. You're all prone to it. I don't care if you live in the safest street in the fucking country. You're prone to it, baby. So people are just willing to give up some rights just to think that they have a safer community or a safer space. Safe spaces don't exist. Okay. People are volatile. It's proof. Walk out on the streets. It's proof. Everybody's paranoid of each other. Hey, dude, Zane, do you walk past anybody on the street these days and say, hello, how are you? You don't.
No.
People don't fucking talk to each other anymore. Everybody's staring at the fucking pavement when they walk.
Or
Nobody's
their
paying
phone.
attention. I'm almost running people over because they're walking into the streets. Nobody is paying attention to their surroundings. That's why crime is rampant because people are so easy to fucking rip off these days. I, dude, it's like you almost like, dude, if you're a criminal, how many fucking crimes are going unsolved right now? So many. Everybody's masked up. You can't fucking tell anybody apart. Everybody is robbing, fucking holding up people, fucking jacking Ubers. Who thought Uber was a good idea? Who thought Uber was a good idea? I knew this was everybody knew this was going to happen. Okay? People were going to be getting carjacked every day, multiple times. There would be reports. There would be women getting kidnapped. Happens all the fucking time in Ubers. Women getting kidnapped. And like women drivers. Guys get in, gun straight to the head. We're driving out to the middle of nowhere. It's happening, bro. People want more freedom, and they're free. They're I don't know, dude. People just don't see the future enough to fucking make a wise decision when they have the chance. Wise time right now, free speech is definitely what we need. It's gonna bring some of this sediment back up to the surface to be reevaluated. It's gonna bring out new conversations, and it's gonna hopefully toughen some people up. And
Well,
millennials, leave the country, baby. Just go.
I just feel like it's just if you limit all the free speech, then basically all the good arguments you can just like censor, and then it's just way
Yeah,
easier to steer people in whatever direction you want to go, because whatever the common consensus is, whatever can be sold with a smile is just going to be where we go, because that'll be the only
yeah.
thing that can happen. And it's just like I I just don't understand where people are just like, we need more censorship. We need less misinformation. And it's like, yeah, we do need less misinformation if you
Facts.
can clearly show me what the misinformation is, because I'll tell you right now, what you think is misinformation is not always misinformation.
Seriously.
Some of the misinformation is widely accepted. And
Yeah, dude.
it's like, dude,
That's the great debate in this
I
country,
don't
dude.
want to
Who's
say
right and who's wrong?
I don't want to, I'm just going to say something super inflammatory and shitty. But
Let's
like
go.
one of the main problems I have is like, dude, the COVID shot, we call it a vaccine, it's not even a vaccine.
mRNA.
You know what I mean?
It's not a vaccine. Yeah, you're
Like
right.
it's literally by like definition, which are changing all the time, interestingly
Ye-
enough.
yeah.
But like it's not a vaccination, it's like a flu shot, which isn't
Yep.
bad. I'm not saying that that's bad. I'm saying, if you get a flu shot, it's good. It's good for you if you take a flu shot, you're not going to get the flu. If you get the COVID shot, you're not going to get COVID, or you're probably still going to get COVID, but it is what it is. We all know the science behind. Well, we all know the reality behind that. Maybe not the science behind it, because nobody knows the science behind anything anymore. But we know the reality behind the COVID shot is that but it'll help you. It'll help you, allegedly. It'll help you with dealing with COVID, but it is not a COVID vaccine. It does not vaccinate you against COVID. It's not a So we still call it the vaccine. It's not a vaccine.
Yeah,
And
like
it's like
polio. That's a
it just
one and done,
yeah,
baby.
it just shows you that like even from its like kernel, even from the kernel, the things that we talk about are just like slanted already. It's already slanted.
Hey, I'm sensitive to that word, buddy. Hey, Zane, I don't like your choice of language, buddy. You think you could tone it down on the slants?
It's literally not a vaccine. It's a shot. That
You're
that is
spreading
good.
misinformation.
It
You're
can be
spreading
good.
misinformation. Put on a mask. Put on a
Yeah,
mask.
it's just like it can be good,
Bro, get
but
the fuck out of here. I'm done with that shit.
it is. Well, the good news is for the most part, everybody except Shanghai is done with it for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, hey, listen, I'm still, dude, there's not been a time in my life where I haven't done my due diligence, washing my hands, avoiding fucking illness, avoid being in crowded places no matter where you are, because it's always been a bad experiences. You're at fucking Cedar Point, you're at fucking Kings Island, you're trapped in all these huge fucking crowds. You're at the zoo, trapped in these huge crowds, which, dude, or big crowds equal disasters. Okay, when has a big crowd never gone wrong, dude? Like, it's pretty rare. People get lost. Kids get kidnapped super easy at
Listen,
amusement parks and
if you want
open space, like
if
places
you
like
want a
that.
good reason to never be in a big crowd again, just watch just watch a bleachers collapsing highlights reel, dude.
Yeah, seriously, all those kids on the balcony leaning against the rail in that school, and then the railing gives in and they fall
Oh
like
God.
40 stories to their death, or it was like 20 stories to their death. Or okay, I'm exaggerating, not 20 stories. It's like 4 stories, but they fell like onto like marble
That's
floors.
crazy. I never seen
Brutal.
that.
Just like one after the other. Just, oh, there goes another one, splat. Oh, there goes another one, splat. Because they were all leaning against a fucking rail in a university. That's like you'd have to watch the video. It's fucked up.
I
Look
don't
it
think
up
I
on
want
YouTube.
to. I don't think I want to. I was
You
just
gotta watch
talking
these
about
kind of
like
videos.
I was just talking about like the soccer fans. It always seems to be at a soccer game.
Yeah, well, hey,
Just
dude,
like the bleacher
it's
collapse.
crazy. Like stampedes and then like the riots after games and shit. You don't want to be in large crowds. You got to get the fuck out. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I don't know. I've just always tried to avoid large crowds, and I've always tried to keep clean hands and not fucking going like this, touching some fucking shit in public, and then going like this. You know, like people actually fucking do that. People actually have fucking 50. People be walking around with IQ that is also their age. So this is not good. This is not good. We would need to
well,
avoid this.
let's we can wrap on the depressing shit. As
Yeah,
always.
dude.
As
Let's wrap.
always.
As always, baby. But hey, there's gonna be more to talk about next week. We're wrapping it up early. We're not giving you a 3-hour ep this week, baby.
Yeah,
Me
sorry.
and Zane are about to fucking roll the sea of thieves.
Yeah, we're
We
about to
are
go fuck
pirates,
shit up.
baby.
We're about to
We
go
are
fuck shit up on
fucking.
the high seas.
Oh, it's going down. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be legendary. But
Don't
yeah.
don't be on tonight unless you want to get looted, dog. You're about to get
Oh,
fucked
you're
up. You
getting
about to
looted.
get
You're getting
fucked up,
fucked up.
bro. We're about to
It's a
run
wrap,
this
as they
brig.
say.
We're about to run this brig straight through you, dog. You ain't even
It's
know.
coming, baby. Oh yeah, 3 pirates deep. and we all got fucking guns on
Yeah,
us. You
we
know what
got
I'm
that.
saying?
We got that blicky on deck, bro.
Oh yeah, dude. I got that gravy, bro. I'm gonna fucking pour it all over you. It's going down. I got the water buckets. I got the fucking I finally got some new loot in that game. But
Bet.
hey, I know I'm not gonna nerd out. I'm not gonna nerd out. People don't fucking play this game and they're like, what the fuck is this? Basically, me and Zane are gonna be pirates tonight in a metaphysical world. So
That's right.
peace.
Yeah, later. Later.
Peace.